Hello, this is Olga Yeftic. I'm a fashion designer and Miss Virginia Senior America 2003. This is Fashion Notes. First, let me talk about coats. This is a garment that protects you from the elements and looks chic at the same time. The trench coat is the piece of clothing. You can find them in very many different versions in khaki, cotton, or Burberry, and of course in between. They could be cropped above the waist and stretched to the knees in colors from pastels to brights. Fabrics to tissue-weight cotton to sturdy, waterproof. The secret is the trench coat was never designed as a fashion item. It was designed to be purely functional, say Burberry creative director. And trench is an item that you always have in your closet because you can wear it over everything. Furs are reappearing everywhere. At Tule, brilliant camouflage dyed fox jacket. It was a big surprise. The fur of the season it brought tale. You will see it as a bomber and trench jacket. Vest at Valentino. Bolero edged in gold at J. Mandel. There are other furs, of course. Let Out Mink makes a comeback at McQueen at Lavant. Sheared mink is marked in stripes at Fendi. Mink as a downfield jacket. It was most unusual of this season at J. Mandel. The Lamb Fest that begins with broadtail continues with shearling as an intarsia look. Bhutan is showing traces of gold, and Cavalli metallics like imprints on everything, from clothes to accessories. Velvet is also everywhere. Jackets, dresses, pants, scarves, belts, and hats. Satin and lace are also big this season. Another detail, borders in fur, yarn, embroidery, and metallics. I'm sure you got a picture. Let me talk now about how to cover our body flaws. Let's start with the hips. To minimize the hips, fuller below the knee skirt, conceal wider hips. Avoid high-waisted pencil skirts and opt for an A-line style. To slim the stomach area, look for the style they have gathered fabric and V-neck, which draw the eyes upward. To create a height, you know high heels works, but they also kill your feet. Use wide long leg trousers, pinstripes and front creases are also very flattering. Jackets, keep them short and sweet. Longer jacket will make you look shorter if you are already short. Empire waist dresses, lengthen your bottom half. Long, slim sweaters will also make you longer. Now you know what to shop for. Now you know, and so let's go shopping. And of course, I always say, happy shopping. Now I have two very charming young ladies with me today, and I'm so happy that they're here, took time from their family and work to come today and to show the beautiful things they make. I understand they were neighbors, that's how they met, but I'm going to ask them a question. First lady on my left is Cindy Este in pretty blue, and she is a handbag designer. You'll see most magnificent pieces of design that she put in these beautiful handbags, as you can see on the table. And next to her is her friend and also jewelry designer, Shereda Condia. And they are going to tell us how they start their beautiful business together and how do they have time to do it, because running a family and jobs and everything else, they have to, and also they told me like at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning working on their things. Their things, they can be, they are in the galleries across the countries, and also They have trunk shows at Bloomingdale. They're going to tell us about it. Welcome, ladies, to the show. I'm so happy that you could come and show us your beautiful creation. As you can see, Cindy's bags, and Sheree has a beautiful jewelry, and I think they complement each other. For example, look at this bag and this beautiful jewelry, black and white crystals. It looks absolutely stunning. Later on, we are going to have a model also. She's going to show us the bags and also some jewelry, so you can see more, maybe a little better. But first of all, Cindy, how did you start? How did you have an idea to make handbags? Did you see it was a lack of handbags, or you wanted something different? When you go to the party, everybody say, well, where did you get this?
Well, actually, it sort of came out of a situation that I was laid off from my work.
Oh.
So I had time away from high tech.
So it was for a reason.
That's right. That's right.
Absolutely for a reason.
So, and so I combined some of the skills that I loved that I had put aside and went back to, while I was waiting to get back into the high-tech market again, I went back to
fill your time.
To fill my time and to fill the gap. I found some, I wanted to work with wood. I loved handbags, and I collected paper from around the world. And so I combined all of that and produced my first bags. And the funny part was that my significant other said to me, he said, I left you at home for a day and look what you created.
Oh.
So I went and found, my first medium was rare cigar boxes, and now I've created now my own line of
And
bags.
this is one of your first one. I would like you to show to our viewers such a beautiful
So this one,
box.
everyone has their own initial on the inside, or
this
or
is
a
your
word.
initial and some words, some more wisdom or something.
Yeah, this one says create inside.
Create. And it
So-
has a little mirror, and inside is beautiful as outside. And also on the other side is
And
also
And they're all signed and
created.
numbered.
They are signed and numbered, so this is one of a kind, and it's absolutely beautiful. It just happened that matches her beautiful jacket, you know, in turquoise. And the hardware, how do you find the hardware to use it on it, or is it difficult, or you have a supplier here?
I had to start searching. The internet is a great place to
Yes,
start
for
when you're
everything.
learning. And so I had to retrofit. Every box was unique, and I had to find different screw lengths for each one because each box is different. I didn't know which I was going to work with. And I found working with different purveyors through the internet, I found the hardware.
And also the handles, they're all,
Same
I can see
place.
they're all different handles.
Yes.
They're absolutely beautiful. And you can see the jewelry that just complement each other. How did you meet each other? Because, you know, it looks like it was made from the same person because, you know, everything complements each other.
Well, I was launching my company through CindySD.com.
So you started first.
I started first. Well, and actually we met through a party.
Yes,
And
yeah, in the
so-
neighborhood, and
In the neighborhood.
yes, and I was wearing my jewelry, and I was selling my jewelry at a local boutique in the DC area, and discovered that Cindy was launching her purse business,
Yeah.
and so we decided to do a show together.
And we were 4 houses away from each other.
Oh, that's
So,
wonderful.
So with my schedule being home and trying to market as much as possible, we sort of teamed up, and it helped getting into many shows.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
If one is busy, the other one can show both things.
That's right.
This is how I met them. Actually, just Sheree, I met at Virginia Community College jewelry and clothing show. And I was so impressed with, and then she told me that she has a partner and she wasn't there. But I thought that was one person that made it because everything just complements each other. For example, look at this black and white, or this one with the kind of greenish, goldish, brownish, and also red and black. It's absolutely, absolutely fantastic. And this is how I met them, and I was so happy, actually. And then she said, my partner is at a meeting, which was good to be a partner, so one of the girls can go and do the show, the other one is doing something else. But Cindy told me she also has a full-time job, so I don't know how in the world she can find time to create such a beautiful things. When do you work, at night?
Yes, I finish my high-tech
Weekends?
job about 8 o'clock from my other job. Try to play 1 hour of tennis or 2, And then I start working
And you don't
this.
sleep, don't you?
Don't sleep very much. I basically start making a bag. Last night I started making this trapezoid particular box here, the polka dots, and started that at about 9:30, and then finished that about 2:30 in the morning. So, so anyway, that's a typical day, and then I start back up at 7. So it's.
Well, and she looks still fresh. I don't know how she looks still fresh from all this work and not, you know, sleeping enough. Yeah. I had artists, they told me they don't sleep. And I said, I don't believe you don't sleep. But, you know, probably, you know, you do, you don't even know because you continue working. Because it's absolutely beautiful. Yeah. And did you go to Las Vegas to show your things, or it was something?
Actually, it was a high-tech show. I was dealing with making sure people don't go to jail because of the Sarbanes-Oxley initiative. So I was dealing with selling high-tech software.
Oh, it's interesting that it's in high-tech, that, you know, you combine with such a creative tech, because, you know, this is creative tech that you're using. Still, you know, this technology, even, you know, it's a creative, but this is still technology. And her jewelry is also amazing. How did you start making jewelry? How did you decide to? Did you just play around with something that you have? And some people have some jewelry and they redesign because they don't like, you know, the way how they are.
Well, I used to, in the mid-90s, I lived in New Delhi, India. And I found myself, I was also in the electrical power industry, and I found myself in a position where I wasn't working, and I was in a very eclectic country. And I found myself learning to design things, clothes. I was working with tapestries, furniture, and jewelry. And I educated myself going into the markets, and I had no idea what I was looking at. I was asking these vendors about the stones and why this costs more and why this costs less. And so as I began traveling, I started picking up all these stones that really meant something to me, especially the turquoise. I was in Kathmandu and found a fabulous place to buy turquoise, and that's how I really started my my jewelry with the turquoise, which is a stone that means.
And they also consider it as a luck stone or something. They have some.
Well, what they told me, it's really
means something.
What they told me was that you never really want to purchase turquoise that has yellow discoloration, because the turquoise will protect you from evil things, and if it has yellow discoloration, it has already absorbed something evil. So you want to make sure that it's clear. And
well, that's good to know. I didn't know that.
I know. Well, that's what they told me in Nepal. But those are the things. It's really special to me. And I found myself moving from London back to the D.C. area, and I wanted to re-enter the workforce. And I started out just in a boutique, and I started making this my jewelry, which was a passion that I discovered while I was overseas. And people were buying it.
So you did not know you have that talent before?
I had no idea. I don't think if I had ever moved over, I don't think I would have discovered this if I had not lived abroad and had the opportunities to, yeah, I had a very, very creative opportunity, and I did other things besides jewelry, and it was really fabulous. So this is what I brought back.
So if somebody loses the job, it's not the end of the world. No. Maybe you discover this is a good thing for people that, you know, get, you know, sad and, you know. Yeah. It's a traumatic, of course, but they turn around and make something else which is more rewarding. Right. I had a lady architect, and she was between jobs, and so she decided to make jewelry. So she makes, you know, a mother of pearl, beautiful jewelry. She was a guest on my show before, and so this is the same thing. She just, you know, had found something, and also another lady that does something else. That she was an economist for the World Bank. And she started making jewelry, and she's from Costa Rica, and of course, you know, in Costa Rica, lots of handwork is done. And she started making, you know, her craft, and now, you know, she's a full-time crafter instead of going, you know, to the office every day. Yes, so people discover really later in life, you know, something else that is more satisfying to you, and also so beautiful, and especially with people you admire. And when you sell a few pieces, you think, you know, wow, now, you know, really, I'm really talented. You know, I have to admit, I'm sure you feel that, you know, the same. Wow. Well, let me see our Elena, our model, to show us some more of her handbags.
This is the signature collection.
Well, you tell what it is.
This was a created purse that I designed.
Can you open up, Elena, so they can see it's inside is as beautiful as outside. It's so magnificent.
has a mirror, and there should be a word, either inspire, create, or something inside. And each bag is, again, signed and numbered. And then she's wearing jewelry. Sheree, what's her jewelry?
Yeah, the jewelry is Sherez.
And that's rock crystal, faceted, and faceted black onyx. Finished with sterling silver.
And you can put, this jewelry and also this little bag on really plain dress or plain, jacket, and it always looks so glamorous and beautiful. And I'm sure everybody will, thank you, Elena, and everybody will notice. And she will show us in a minute some more things.
Oh, here's another one.
She's coming again with a different handbag.
This is more of a rare cigar box,
cigar
red
boxes.
color. So this is one of the original ones that I started making from the classic collection. And you'll find these at the Strathmore Music Center.
In Bethesda.
In Bethesda, correct. So.
They're such pretty. Can you open up so we can see inside?
Yes, and these range from $150 to $225, depending upon how rare and how long it took to create the purse.
Very beautiful. This is just enough for a cell phone, credit card, and lipstick, and that's all you need. A little powder for your nose, and you're ready to go. You're ready to go out, and out for the evening.
That's
beautiful. Thank you, Elena.
So after making my first 20, my mom finally came forward and told me that she made purses. So back in the 50s,
did not know,
and I didn't know.
So she never told you that?
She never told me. This is before she had 6 children. So,
wow.
So she made them with the original cigar boxes like I did. And
did she have any sample to show you?
Nothing. So that's why I didn't know. I knew nothing. So she explained that.
That she was making for her friends?
She actually had a mommy and me type outfits that she made, and these were to go with the moms and the kids.
Wow.
So, and they were in a store outside of Provincetown, Cape Cod. So.
Well, obviously, very talented family to begin with. It's in the genes, absolutely.
No idea.
I'm not surprised. Any more?
So there's one more. This one is the one that most popular. It got a lot of press because it's photographs, and these are the photographs.
Oh, you can give you photographs
and I can create the bag.
Eyes.
And this one has the bride and the maid of honor. So actually now the photo bags have them on all sides. And this is one of the early prototypes that I had done, and they sell so quickly, and they're personal. These go for $175.
They're beautiful.
The bride usually buys it for the maid of honors or for the mother.
Yes, of course, for the bridal party. So. It's a good idea.
My mother has one with the grandchildren. I have 2 children, and I'm also a full-time mother. And it's the best present my mom said she's ever received.
Oh, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Brag, yes. It's a unique, and nobody else has, and she can carry it.
On top of the jewelry that I give her.
That's right. She's very special. She's very lucky.
As you can see, there's so much talent in the Washington area. I think I'm just sounding like a broken record, because every time I have to say how many talented people live in Washington area, so you don't really have to go anywhere. They're here. Look at these absolutely magnificent pieces they made. And what do you think, what colors are, in right now? Because like everything else, there is a season, there is something more fashionable than the other thing.
Well, right now, we can start with the jewelry.
Well, I think the fashion trends are the dark colors, the browns and the blacks and green has still stayed.
Because now they're showing, very dark colors for this fall. Especially black, and more black, and that's why all this jewelry absolutely, be a fantastic accent, and also it's a plain sweater. If you can have it just plain sweater, you can just, dress up, and you can go from the office to any, cocktail party or just anywhere.
But
they're
also,
so beautiful.
Olga, a lot of women today are tired of wearing the traditional pearls and diamonds, and they really enjoy buying jewelry like this to accent their, their suits.
Well, absolutely. They can be worn with jeans or in formal dress also. For example, this black and white, it could go with a beautiful velvet dress. It would be absolutely fantastic.
It can dress up anything.
Absolutely.
It's really fun. And
a lot of my customers tell me they like to buy my pieces when they're traveling because they feel safer than carrying their very expensive diamonds or pearls while traveling, and that always goes with anything.
Any color, absolutely, with any color. And it's easy to pack, and you know, how do you care for it? Any special care you
Just
have?
a cloth, a jewelry cloth that you can pop. You can just buff the.
Nothing else.
No,
you
I
don't
wouldn't
need any
know.
special care.
No creams, nothing.
I like this clasp.
No.
It's so
That's
interesting.
rock crystal.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
It's very
it's
pretty.
rock crystal.
It's almost you
faceted.
can put in the front. It's so
Oh, the
pretty.
clasp.
Oh, the clasp.
Clasp.
Yes,
Like that.
yes.
It's very
Clasp
beautiful.
is so pretty.
Thank you. I use all sterling silver and.
Oh, sterling
Mm-hmm.
silver.
Yep. And I'm starting to have pieces made overseas, and I just returned from New York actually, and have fantastic pieces that I had made over in India, and a lot of my sterling pieces made over there as well.
Uh-huh. Look at this one. It's so pretty color. I like this green. How would you call it?
It's
This
very
green.
nice.
Pretty
Green
Sage
jade.
green or
Jade.
And freshwater pearls.
and freshwater pearls. Do you need some special thread? You know, you use nylon thread.
No, I use something called Softflex. It's the best on the market that you can find.
Very sturdy.
Very sturdy, yes.
Actually, the finish is so beautiful. I'm so impressed with the finish because, you know, sometimes you have something that it just itches you.
Yeah.
It's not if it's not finished perfectly. And this also is very pretty clasp. How do you call it? This? It's you know.
Yes, it's this
how
toggle,
it- how
sterling
it's-
silver
it-
toggle.
yeah.
Then I also use these rhinestone
Oh,
clasp as well, which a lot of women really like because you can wear it in the front
Oh
as
yes,
well.
and you can put on the side too.
Yes.
it's
You can wear it
another
on the
you know
side.
special accent. You know, with some a formal dress.
I do a lot of chunky pieces, which was really the style that I started with. And this is another lovely piece too, with the,
Oh yes.
the crystal that you like, the rock crystal.
Yes, this is
Pretty.
absolutely. Let me see the clasp is interesting. A very
Pretty.
interesting
Yes.
clasp. Very beautiful.
With
Do
the
you
coin
also
pearls.
have some, you know, people that ask you to make special colors for
Oh,
their gowns, things
Absolutely.
like that?
I really enjoy working with brides, and I've made earrings and little necklaces for bridesmaids,
Oh,
and I'll do a
bridesmaid,
special
yes, of
piece
course,
for a bride. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and that's always been. Actually, I think that's what I enjoy the most is working with the customer, and if they have a special outfit that they want something to go with.
I just noticed that you have such an interesting watch, and also the bracelets on the watch. Is this something that you did, or Sheree
This is one
did
of
it?
Sheree's.
Yes, actually, that's one of my pieces, and I wanted to do exactly what you said. I wanted to make a watch that looked like a bracelet. So I used my toggles, and I
And these
used.
turquoise do not have this yellow.
No,
and
it does not
this
have the
is a
yellow.
Good luck.
That's right.
Good luck.
Yes, with sterling silver. So that's my chunky watch bracelet, and I have those in all different colors: rose quartz, coral, and smoky quartz.
And what you are
Yeah.
wearing is, what kind of stone is that?
This is a smoky quartz with freshwater pearls and Swarovski crystals. And I do a lot of chunky pieces, but I have a lot of requests for more petite
Plain something.
pieces as well. Yes. So I wanted to highlight one of these pieces today.
It's
Yeah.
very pretty. And you
Thank
said
you.
this blue, greenish and white is one of your first pieces
That's
that
one
you
of
make?
the first designs that I came up with, and it has lasted all these years. People love it. It's very chunky, and I call it the bauble necklace. And I can change the
And you
stones.
can change the colors?
Absolutely,
You can
yeah.
change
And it
the
always
color.
looks different, but it's the same design.
I see. But what is your favorite color, you know, with all these...
My favorite, I love pearls, and I use a
do
lot
too.
of pearls, yes. In fact, I have this turquoise necklace on the table that has pearls with it. And that tends to be the common thread with most of my jewelry. Yeah.
Yeah, the pearls are always
Yes.
classic, and also they could be more just about anything.
Yes.
During, you know, in the office and, you know, going out.
Yeah. But I mix them with all my stones. I mean, the necklace I have on is with pearls as well, and I just like to mix them with stones.
The mix it, yeah,
Yeah.
oh, sure. That
Yeah.
makes even more interesting piece. And what about you for with the bags? You know, any particular color that you
The colors
like?
that are always sort of a great seller are the ones that have the base of black with it. And then they can mix and match about 300 different papers that I have, which the red is always great. That's called the China Chic, and the orchid here, and the polka dots are always popular.
So do you put some kind of shellac or
They're all lacquered, so
Lacquer.
that they're waterproof. So to clean these bags, you can use
Wipe it
Windex or
with
just
the-
wipe it with a damp cloth, and you're ready to go.
I see.
So they're waterproofed. So
Oh, and this is all the paper that you put on these bags.
they're all decoupaged on, exactly.
Paper. How thick is the paper? And is it a very thin paper or a little thick?
Wrapping paper. That's the trick. Don't go with anything thinner than wrapping paper.
Well, I'm not sure nobody's going to try this to do it.
This is what I started
this
with.
is one of your first
This is
bags.
my first bags that I did, and it was a lot larger than where I am now. So I've found that a lot of people really want to go to a smaller size. But this is a nice
This
one
is
too.
not, you know, can you show us inside?
Sure, the original was quite simple,
But this is one of the
but
first
this is one of the first ones.
The
and it
more
had-
she made, the more she got fancy.
That's
you know,
right.
And more fancy inside with more fancy mirrors and a little, you know, signing in, and
They're all
also
signed and-
putting some words in it, like creative or some other words, which are, you know, very words of wisdom, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's
Very
great.
pretty. And she signed each piece and also, you know, number. But anyway, they were delightful guests. I really enjoy very much seeing their beautiful, beautiful things, and I would like to thank them so much for coming in today and showing us lovely stuff. And I hope I can see them again. And thank you very much, ladies. This is Olga Jeftic reporting for Fashion Note. Thank you very much for tuning in. And also thank you very much, my crew, for being wonderful and helpful for this show. As you can see, you don't have to go anywhere. Stay here in Washington. Everything, all these designers are here and have a wonderful stuff. Thank you and bye-bye.
Great.